welcome to Acting Like a Pro. If you came here thinking that you're going to learn about voice acting or acting techniques, you did not read the program. But if you already set aside this hour of time, you may as well stick around because I'm going to teach you so many useful techniques for any job in the entertainment industry. Whether you're an actor, whether you're an artist, a sound guy, a musician, or you want to write anime reviews, everything I have to say to you here will be applicable. I'm going to do a 5-part lecture for you, and then I'd be more than happy to take questions at the end. There's a little bit of audience participation, so do it. At this time, you're probably wondering, okay, who is this crazy lady, and why is she cosplaying as Integra Helsing to lecture me about professional behavior? Well, there is a reason for the outfit, and I will get to that in just a little while. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself and what we're going to be talking about today. My name is Courtney Kraft. I am a segment producer at G4 Television. I'm also one of the hosts on AX Live, which is Anime Expo's official weekly webcast. I have been working in the entertainment industry for 8 years. I've been an anime fan about half my life. I'm a total gamer. And what I hope to give to you guys today is a perspective from the point of view of someone who is a professional in the entertainment industry, but also as a fan. And not only that, I have a fan following. So I've kind of learned a little bit what it's like to be a celebrity almost. I don't consider myself a celebrity, but I know what it's like to have fans. So I'm hoping that I can use all these perspectives that I've gained over the last 8 years and educate you guys and hope that you will learn from my mistakes so you don't make them yourself. So you'll definitely be hearing about a lot of my mistakes today, and I hope that you enjoy. So the 5 topics we're going to be covering today, and I'm going to attempt to do it from memory this time. I got my notes just in case. So the first thing we're going to talk about is meeting people in person, making a first impression, because we're at Anime Expo. We're at a convention. There's 40,000, 50,000 people here, lots and lots of people from the anime industry. This is a good time to introduce yourself to people at these companies. You know, maybe you want to work with them someday, maybe you want to be a reporter or a reviewer, maybe you want to audition for them. Great place to come and introduce yourself. The second topic is going to be about the internet. Communicating online and how blogs, forums, and social media can make or break your reputation. Luckily, I'm one of those people who have made my reputation, so otherwise I wouldn't be speaking to you here today. The third topic is going to be about reaching out to companies. Like, how do you make that first contact? And what do you do if you get rejected? How do you know if people are actually listening to you? So even if you're just a fan and you want to communicate better with people, I'm going to teach you how to actually effectively speak to these people so they will listen and respond to you. The fourth topic I'm going to be covering, my favorite, celebrities. I've talked to many, and I'm going to teach you guys how to talk to them too. And then finally, to close up the lecture, I'm going to teach you the top 4 things to never, ever, ever do if you want to be taken seriously. These are the 4 cardinal sins. They're the kind of things that will instantly blacklist you or turn off a company from ever wanting to talk to you. So let's start about meeting people at the con, because we're here. So, you want to make friends with someone at an anime company. Maybe you are a reviewer and you want to get review copies, or you're a reporter. How do you go about introducing yourself? Well, you need to make a couple preparations first. And the very, very first thing you need, yes, it is a business pocket. Yeah, I heard it. I heard you say it. Business cards! Good job. Points to whoever said that. Now, your business card has to contain some basic information. A, your name. Any contact information that you want to have, such as your phone number or an email. I recommend getting an email that's just like your name at something.com. My personal email was named after Utena Tenjo, and I realized, that's not very professional looking. So I just got something based on my own name. Your phone number. You can also include a website if you have your own website and that's something that you want to advertise. I also put down my Twitter, and there's a specific reason for this because I consider myself an internet personality, and I build a lot of my brand on Twitter. Or maybe if you have a Facebook fan page, or maybe you're a manga artist and you want to show off where your work is, you might put your DeviantArt site or your own website. It's great to have. A couple other things you want on your card is, what are you? Because you can hand your name and your address and your phone number and all your personal information to someone. If they have no idea what you do, they're not going to remember you. So mine says writer, producer, host. And it also says in very tiny print, Oh God, I can't even read this myself. These were not very good cards. I don't care for them. But it says, living proof that hot chicks who watch anime, play video games, and read comic books really do exist. So it's my personality, and you can put all of that on your business card. Bring them with you. I have a whole stack here. And the great thing is you can buy them at this place called vistaprint.com. Super cheap. For like $5 you can get 250 cards. You can custom design them. Make them reflect you. They reflect who you are. Okay, so you got your business cards. And you're ready to go up to these people. But what happens if they don't have a business card to switch with you? Well, how are you going to get their personal information so you can contact them later? All you need to do is bring a pen and a pad of paper. Not your cell phone, pen and paper. And I learned this the hard way at Anime Expo a couple of years ago. I came here, it was my first time coming here as press, and I didn't have a pen to write things down. Luckily, the press bag had one. I did not have a notepad, so I was writing down people's information on a scrap of paper, which did not look professional. Nobody wants to see you writing down their information on a scrap of paper because it doesn't seem like you care about them. And the nice thing about the pen and paper is that, unlike your cell phone, for one, it's less personal. I don't like the idea of my personal information going to someone's cell phone. It's a little creepy. But the other advantage to a pen and paper is that they can write it down for you. So instead of having someone trying to spell out their name to you, and like, is that a D or a B or what? Or you're trying to get some odd Japanese term. I will never use Tenjo-san again because trying to spell it to people is really hard. But hand them the pad and paper and ask them to print down any information they have. And that's how you know you're going to get what you need. Okay, so you have your business cards, and you have your pen and paper, and you're ready to go make contact information. Let's talk about your appearance. Within the first 30 seconds of meeting someone, they get an impression of you. Right now, I'm in a costume. I'm in a cosplay. So let's think about this for a moment. If you guys were an executive at, say, Viz, and I walk up to you wearing this costume, what are some of the things that you can assume about me? Just go ahead and shout out. What do you assume about me if I'm in a costume?
You genuinely like anime.
Generally like anime. Excellent. You know, sorry? Recognize, yes. Yes. You know that I'm a fan. And I am a total fan. I'm a big enough fan that I'm going to go out in public in a costume. Which is fine at an anime con. But would you walk into the Viz's headquarters dressed like this?
Absolutely.
No! You wouldn't wear a costume to their headquarters. So here's what I recommend. Go to a con, wear a costume, have fun. I love cosplaying. I'm wearing like 4 or 5 different costumes this weekend. But set aside one day where you can wear, jeans and sneakers and a blazer. Everyone loves a blazer. It makes you look super professional. But have one day where you're not in costume, because then people are going to take you so much more seriously. Let's see. Okay. And I shouldn't have to say anything about personal hygiene, but I'm going to. Because let me tell you something. We remember stinky people. I know the smelly people from my life. We remember who you are. Ain't nothing wrong with, a little shower deodorant and a little bit of perfume. All right, so here I am approaching you in this costume, and you know that I'm a fangirl. But here's one of the harsh realities about this business, about the entertainment industry as a whole. We don't want to work with fans. We want to work with professionals. And if there's anything that you take from this lecture today, let it be this. Be a professional first and a fan second. Because when someone is a professional first and a fan second, that means that they are passionate about what they do. It means they're going to love what they do, but they're going to get the job done, and getting the job done will come first. When you're a fan first, that means you're putting your obsession before your job, and that can lead to a lot of problems and incidents with PR. I have moments where I'm, sitting next to one of our guests of honor, and I'm going like, but I keep it inside. But we'll talk about celebrities later. But it's all about behavior. Be a professional first and a fan second. So now, I'm going to have a Sailor Moon moment for you. I'm going to transform before your very eyes. And normally I'd say maestro, but I'm my own maestro. So please enjoy the most unsexy striptease you will see in all of Anime Expo.
Night is young.
pulled a muscle in my calf doing that. That really hurts. I do comedy too. Okay, so now I have transformed. Now what you see before you is not a cosplayer, but a person in a business suit. So let's go back to that role play exercise. I am in a business suit, right? Okay. It's been a long day. I haven't gotten any sleep. So now you see a person in a business suit. So let's pretend that you're that executive again, and you're at this Anime Expo, and I come up to you wearing a business suit. Now what are some of the things that you can assume about me? Serious.
Responsible.
Exactly. Responsible. Exactly, and that's what you want to give. I know what I'm doing! Oh my god, you guys are the best audience I've ever had. You're also the biggest, thank you. But you know that whatever I'm about to say, I care about it, and I am serious about it. And whatever you have to say, I'm serious about listening to what you have to say. That's why I recommend, feel free to wear jeans and sneakers, everyone else does, but a blazer can make all the difference in the world. It really does. Just bring one with you, toss it on. It works wonders for you. Okay, so now you have your business cards, you have your pen and paper, you look nice. Now you're actually going to walk up to someone and talk to them. This is the scary part. So it helps if you know what you're there for. You can't just go up and say, hey, well, I suppose you could go say hey, but if you're there for a business purpose, it helps to know what you need to do. Now, a lot of times when people like us are going up to these industry people, we have a reason for it, and it's usually because we write reviews. Or maybe we want to try to book an interview with someone. Best person to ask for in any situation is someone in PR. PR is public relations. The job is to relate to the public. That's you! So, ask for a PR person. Know what it is that you want to ask them. Because if you kind of go up, they're going, no one's going to be able to help you. The other thing is, the people who work at this convention are working very long hours on very little sleep, with very little food, and they're standing. They are tired, and they have a lot of people coming at them in all directions. And you need to realize that although you might think you're up here, you're really kind of down here on their priorities. 9 out of the 10 times, you're not a VIP. And if you are a VIP, you're there for a purpose and they already know who you are. So show them courtesy, show them patience. And if they need you to come back later, like, sure, I'll come back later. Be friendly. Everyone remembers a friendly person. If you're rude, then they don't want to work with you. But now I want to share with you a story of one of my epic fails. Because it has to do with this whole being prepared and how you appear and how you present yourself. When I first moved to Los Angeles, 2002, I didn't have a job yet. I was just wanting to start out in the TV industry. And I was working in the stockroom of like a Victoria's Secret in the mall. So nothing glamorous. But there was an anime store across the street from the mall where I worked. And I go in there after work one day, and my buddy Brandon's at the counter. And says, oh, hey Courtney, I want to introduce you to someone. This is Jonathan Klein. And I went, Jonathan Klein? The executive producer of New Generation Pictures? The best freaking anime dubbing company in the country? I want to work for him. So I flipped up. Not literally. Problem! I didn't have a business card. And I was wearing cut-off raggedy sweats. I wore those co-ed naked cheerleader shirts. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know what those co-ed naked shirts were. My hair was a mess, no makeup. I looked like a bum. And the other mistake I made is that I told them who I was on this Helsing fan forum. They do Helsing. So I told them who I was in this forum. Big mistake. Because I basically just told him that I'm a fangirl, rather than being a professional. So he reluctantly gave me his business card. And I wrote to him and I'm like, hi, I'm starting off, do you need a PA? Never heard from him. Never. And it was my doing. Who would want to work with someone who's dressed like a bum who is a fangirl? Professional first, fan second. Remember that. Just don't reveal that you're a fan until later. Just trust me on this. All right, so let's move on to part 2 of lecture. Wait, make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, we're good. Okay. Part 2, the internet. As the